Hey, what's up? What's poppin'? It's 4:39 a.m. I'm pretty tired, and I've been thinking about some Endless War recently. I've been doing that. So welcome to Season 2, Episode 2 of Late Night Endless War Thoughts. I'm your host, the worst player ever, not Ephraim Josie. I don't even know who that guy is. Much you want to explain it to me. That's fine though. That's cool. So, anyways, to start, I guess we'll start off by talking about the previous video, and that it had much more of an impact than I anticipated, and I think that the impact that it had was good. But I also think that we went really far in the other direction. I was talking to my personal devil's advocate, Can Man. He's my devil's advocate. You guys can't have him. He keeps me in place a lot of the time. I was talking to Can Man, and we were talking about that video. And he mentioned to me, and I completely agree with him, that where that video killed a lot of roleplay, it also sent us in the other, radically the other direction, to where roleplay isn't happening anymore, which is kind of a bad thing, because in Season 1, I don't want to say we roleplayed, but we totally fucking roleplayed sometimes, but it wasn't so much being completely unrelated to the game and the events that were happening in game. It was more of a world building scenario, us constructing Neo-Milwaukee around us, because at the core, the community is what creates this game, and the atmosphere, and all the art, and the aesthetic, and everything about it. And that's what's good about subtle role-playing, because Endless War, you can ask a lot of people, Endless War has never been a roleplay server. But I want to say that world building and things like it have definitely helped it thrive. And the fact that we've gone to where we only play the game, and that the game is life. No game, no life. The yes game, yes life. That's fun. You know, there's not as much lore being encouraged by players, and I've seen a few things that have sprung out that have immediately been shot down. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. It's fucking 4:42 a.m. Anyways, I didn't want to talk about role-playing. I could give less of a shit about it. I just figured that was interesting. Hold up. Tonight, we're drinking Mountain Valley sparkling water. I think it's making my throat more dry, but that's fine. That's fine, we're rolling with the punches. Anyways, in relation to the community and world building, and some of the stuff I said 5 seconds ago, RFCK, it's become kind of shit. And not the game itself, Endless War itself is in a great place. I think it's in the best place it's been in a long time. And it's fun to play, for the most part. I don't like dying. Dying sucks. Anyways, but the thing that's always held the server up, the community, it's fucking dead. It's dead in my eyes, or at least dying. Because every time I click on the detention center of the playground, you know what I see? I see a lot of fucking shit posts. And I've talked this to a couple people in some spin-off servers, which I'll get to in a second. And this video, I can safely say that hashtag thanks Fat Yoshi. Am I gonna die in a mine accident? Because I sure hope so. Fucking hold up. Let me hashtag use lobster. Man, completely derailed. I have no idea what I was talking about. Community shit posts. It sucks because the amount of shit post has overweighed the amount of conversation. So much so that conversation in the text channels just don't happen anymore. It's a novelty to have a legitimate conversation with people. And I'm getting back my train. The train's back. Choo choo. Anyways, I've mentioned this to people in voice calls, and that's when I was saying that this video won't have the impact the last one did. Is because I've talked about this before. This is nothing. This is no bomb that I'm dropping. So don't anticipate this video to be near as good as the last one, mostly because it's much later, and I'm really focused on these minings. And I'm not mind botting. I'm just really consistent. Anyways, it's me, Avenge, Paradox, a couple other people. We're in the graffiti wall having a legitimate conversation like 2 nights ago, and it was really cool. We were just kind of bantering around with each other, talking, shooting the shit, and burped again. Sometime after that, like the next day, me and Avenge were talking, and Avenge, he was like, wow, we had a conversation, and it was like really keynote and really nostalgic, and I really liked it. And I was like, yeah, I know. And my personal devil's advocate, we were talking, and I was complaining to him about this, and he said the same thing, that some new people had joined, and he was like explaining the lore and talking about season 1 with these guys, and it was like really nice to talk to people about season 1 in text and like conversate. And the amount of like overwhelming shit post has just been stupid and completely drowns out any actual conversation and any actual community interactions we could have. It feels like when I go to detention center, all I see is Kevin saying some stupid shit. Love you, Kevin. The more power to you. But all I see him, and then immediately after, it's like, LOL, guys. Sans Terezi here. Epic Lamau. Do you guys know about Undertale? How Homestuck? And dude, that shit's tired. It's a tired fucking meme. And I mean, it wouldn't be a big deal if like all of the fucking Homestuck and Undertale happen in Playground, but it's like happens in everywhere. You can't go anywhere without it. Like, if I wanted to talk to somebody in detention center, which I admittedly have not put effort into, because I am lazy, because all I do is sit in side server calls. I'm hungry. Fuck. Hold up. All I do is sit in side server voice calls and complaining, and this is my movement to action, I suppose. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, it's just a lot of bullshit that RFCK has just become the main server being stupid memes all the time, and everybody flocks to side servers to have conversations. Like, Nick is always popping. The Rough House, I got another call out of there like, I don't know, like an hour ago. And it was cool. It was just like me and a couple dudes shooting the shit, palling around. And I miss that in the main server. And I miss the days where Ben and Munchie said, yeah, side servers are just kind of stupid because the Cop Killtown and Rowdy Roughhouse are readily available channels. And I mean, I know that probably won't come back, but it'd be nice if it did. It was always nice to have those channels around. But yeah. The last thing that I wanted to mention was some shit about culture death. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I heard Yoshi did a stream where he talked about it, like at the end. I mean, I don't really have much to say about it, other than, I mean, yeah, it's happening. I don't think there's much I thinking about words before I say them. Yes, culture death's happening. Yes, it's much more apparent on the killer side than it is the rowdies. I think it's only because the killers, um, all the old heads, all the old fags, we aren't around to nurture and raise the youth as we should have. I mean, like, I certainly haven't made any efforts. Fucking Thalamus has been gone. Slame's been gone. Gay, he's been popping in and out. Crack has recently come back just to do dev stuff, but I feel like he's not talking as much as he's posting patch notes, which, I mean, hell, I'm just happy to have him back for now. But yeah, I guess killers could put more effort into education, and that's also why I feel like shitposting has got so bad, because there's been, like, when a new person joins and only sees Sans or Terezi or Homestuck, they think, oh, that's the atmosphere in the server, that's what's posted here is memes and shitposts. So that's what they do, they follow along. And whereas in Season 1, where we talk to each other, pal around, world build the community, people join, see that, and want to join in. Do I have another lobster? We're about to find out. Lobster. Dab. I think that was my last lobster, so this is going to be my last bit of talking. When I'm exhausted, I'm going to bed. Anyways, yeah. I just wish that we could talk more. I miss you. Come home, please, Dad. Please. You just eat us wholesale. It's 5 a.m. Actually, it's like 4:55. I don't want to get too rambly, because I don't know what the fuck to say about culture death. I don't know what the fuck to say about anything these days. I'm just a disabled and wounded veteran. Signing out is what I'm doing right now. Tonight's music is brought to you by relaxing jazz and bossa nova music radio 24/7. Chill out, pop guitar. It's gone. We're signing out. Good night, everyone. Go to bed. It's late.